The world around you rushes like a wild river, carrying everyone downstream in its current. People chase after things that glitter but do not shine. But you can choose to step onto the shore. You can choose to watch the river flow instead of being swept away by it. Today, I invite you to join the ranks of the ancient wise ones. Not the kings who wore crowns of gold, but the philosophers who wore crowns of wisdom. Those who understood that the greatest victories are won not on battlefields, but within the quiet chambers of the human heart. Look into the mirror of your soul, young seeker. What do you see? Do you see someone who reacts to every storm, or someone who stands firm like a mountain? The ancient teachers knew this truth. We are not what happens to us, but how we choose to respond to what happens to us. Picture a tree in a storm. The wind howls, the rain beats down, but does the tree curse the weather? Does it fight against the wind? No, it bends when it must, stands firm when it can, and lets its roots grow deeper with each passing season. The tree knows something we often forget, that storms always pass, but strong roots last forever. When someone speaks harsh words to you, remember the tree. When your plans crumble like sandcastles before the tide, remember the tree. When life feels unfair and heavy, remember the tree. You are not the storm. You are the one who chooses how to weather it. Here lies the first secret of inner peace. Control what you can control and let go of what you cannot. You cannot control the actions of others, but you can control your response. You cannot control the rain, but you can choose to dance in it or seek shelter. You cannot control time, but you can choose how to spend the moments you are given. This is the wisdom of flexibility. Life will place rocks in your river. There will be cliffs and narrow passages, but like water, you can choose to flow rather than crash. When you face a problem at school, be like water. Find a way around it, under it, or through it. When friendships change and relationships shift, be like water, adapt without losing your essential nature. The river never stops being water, whether it moves through peaceful meadows or rocky canyons. You never stop being you, whether you walk through easy days or difficult ones. Your character, your kindness, your courage, these are the waters of your soul that no obstacle can change. Patience is the river that carves the deepest canyons. The Grand Canyon was not formed in a day by raging floods, but over millions of years by the patient flow of water. Your greatest achievements will not come from moments of fury or force, but from the quiet, steady flow of daily effort and consistent character. Just as the earth has seasons, so does the human heart. There are springs of joy when everything feels fresh and possible. There are summers of growth when your efforts bear fruit. There are autumns of letting go when you must release what no longer serves you. And there are winters of rest when you must gather strength for new beginnings. The ancient wise ones understood that trying to have spring all year round is like trying to hold back the tide with your bare hands. Everything in life has its season, and every season has its purpose. When you are in winter, when you feel sad, lonely, or uncertain, remember that winter is not a punishment, it is preparation. In the darkness of winter, seeds rest beneath the soil, gathering energy for spring's burst of life. In the darkness of your difficult times, you too are gathering strength, wisdom, and resilience for the bright days that will surely come. The farmer does not curse winter, for he knows that without the rest, there can be no harvest. Accept your seasons. When joy comes, welcome it without clinging. When sorrow visits, greet it without despair. Both are teachers, both are temporary, both are necessary for the full experience of being human. The oak tree does not mourn when its leaves fall in autumn, for it knows that spring will bring new growth. In ancient times, sailors navigated by the stars. Even when storms blocked the sun and waves towered like mountains, they could find their way home by looking up at the unchanging patterns in the sky. Virtue is your North Star, the unchanging guide that helps you navigate the storms of life. What is virtue? It is not perfection, for perfection is the enemy of growth. Virtue is the choice to do what is right, even when it is hard. It is honesty when lying would be easier. It is kindness when anger would feel better. It is courage when fear whispers that you should hide. A person of virtue is like a lighthouse. They shine not to be seen, but to guide others safely home. When you choose to be honest, you light the way for others to trust. When you choose to be kind, you illuminate the path for others to love. When you choose to be brave, you show others that fear does not have to win. But remember, young lighthouse keeper, you cannot force others to follow your light. Some ships will sail toward other shores, and that is their choice to make. Your job is simply to keep your light burning bright and steady. Some people will criticize your glow, others will try to dim your flame, but a true lighthouse shines regardless of the weather. Build your character like a craftsman builds a house, brick by brick, day by day, with attention to every detail. Each honest word is a brick, each act of kindness is a brick, each moment of courage is a brick. Soon you will have built something strong enough to weather any storm. Nothing lasts forever, and that is both the sorrow and the joy of life. The flower blooms knowing it will wilt. The sunset paints the sky, knowing darkness will follow. The wave rises knowing it will crash upon the shore. Yet they do not hesitate to be beautiful. You too are temporary, and this is not a tragedy, it is a gift. Because your time is limited, each moment becomes precious. Because your youth will not last forever, each laugh becomes sacred. Because your loved ones will not always be with you, each hug becomes a treasure. The ancient teachers spoke of life as a play upon a stage. We are all actors playing our parts for a brief time before the curtain falls. Some people spend their entire performance worried about the ending, forgetting to fully inhabit their role. Others become so attached to their character that they forget it is just a part they are playing. Live fully in your role, but hold it lightly. Be the best student you can be, but remember that being a student is temporary. Be the best friend you can be, but know that friendships evolve. Be the best version of yourself you can be, while understanding that you are always growing and changing. When something you love comes to an end, a friendship, a season of your life, a chapter of your story, do not rage against the ending. Instead, be grateful for the experience. The butterfly does not mourn the caterpillar it once was, nor does the river weep for the mountain stream it used to be. They embrace their transformation as part of their journey. The mightiest oak tree can be broken by a hurricane, but the humble reed bends and survives. There is wisdom in knowing when to stand firm and when to bend. True strength is not rigidity. It is the ability to adapt without losing your core. Life will test you with unexpected changes. Plans you made will crumble. People you trusted will disappoint you. Dreams you cherished will transform into something different. This is not failure. This is life teaching you the art of resilience. Think of bamboo, which grows faster than almost any other plant on earth. It reaches toward the sky with determination, yet it bends gracefully when the wind blows. Its secret is that it is both strong and flexible, both rooted and adaptable. It does not break because it knows how to bend. When life pushes you in a direction you did not expect, resist the urge to become bitter or rigid. Instead, ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? How can I grow from this experience? What new opportunities might be hidden in this challenge? The river that reaches the ocean is not the one that refuses to change course, but the one that finds a way around every obstacle. Your dreams may not unfold exactly as you imagined, but they can still lead you to oceans of possibility you never knew existed.